Jessican, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about my top 10 favorite foundations. Now I'm of a normal skin type and I don't really get very oily, so most of these foundations are something that would cater my skin, but I will also tell you who it would suit and who it wouldn't. So let's get started in order, like from the 10th position all the way up to the first one. So we have to save the first one for the last. Now the foundation in the 10th place for me is the Maybelline Superstay foundation. This one is in the shade 220 Natural Beige. This is not my shade. I should have gone for, I think, 310, but I thought that would be a little too peachy, so I got this shade. But this has very good coverage as well, and it looks really nice on the skin. It's not too dry and it's not too matte as well, so I think this one would look good on all skin types. If you have very dry skin, you should always moisturize your skin really well and probably add a more hydrating primer underneath, or a glowy mist, or set it with a hydrating mist or something like that. Now this one retails for 750 rupees, but you can get it for a much lesser price. And recently Nykaa had a sale where you can get this for 399 rupees. That was a steal, and if you did snag it at that price, well, good for you. This foundation, I like to use it with a sponge. I don't really like to use it with a brush because I like the finish that I get with a sponge. And for whatever foundations, if I do have video of that foundation, I will link it in the description box below so that you guys can see how it performs and my thoughts in that video. So it would be a lot more detailed, and the wear test and everything of that sort. And when I mentioned wear test is when I remembered this one is a very long wearing foundation. It doesn't fade away very soon. It's just that the shades and the undertones are a little bit off, but if that was on dot and if that was perfect, this would be like way above 10th place for me. And also I'm not very happy with the shade range. You get just like 9 shades in this, not a lot of options for people like me. Like if you're in between, it might be either too light or too dark. Like the deepest shade in this is 320 Honey. I think that would be like an NC 45, and that's the darkest shade you can get in India, not anywhere deeper than that. So again, that's something you have to keep in mind. And then another foundation that I really like, this is in the 9th place for me. This is the L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. Now this is a very matte foundation, and that's the reason it's actually even in the 9th place. But the finish of this is really nice on the skin. It looks really flawless. Like if you don't want it to be cakey on your skin, you should use very, very little of it, and it gives you a very flawless finish. But this doesn't photograph really well. It does have a slight flashback and a sort of white cast, and I find that to be the case with most L'Oreal foundations. But this foundation is very ideal for people with oily skin. This stays in place, I think, for 24 hours. If you want to test it for 24 hours, you can, but I don't want to put my skin through that. And this stays on me for the longest time. It doesn't even transfer to any object like my phone or anything of the sort. It doesn't move even a little bit. This one does move a teeny tiny bit, but this one stays in place completely. I don't even have to set it with a powder. So this is a foundation that is perfect for people who live in humidity, and for people who have very oily skin type, or combination to oily skin where you can get really oily very fast. This will keep the oil at bay. And again, even in this, you don't find a lot of shades, which is again a bummer. You get like 9 shades, that's it. So again, deeper than NC 45 or 43, I don't think you can find a shade for yourself at all, which is not a good thing. I wish that they expand the shade range and get more shade options, because L'Oreal is a pretty reputed brand and it's a very big brand, so you expect a lot more from them. And there are brands like PAC and LA Girl that have so many different shades and so many different undertones. So yeah, because of all that, this is in the 9th place, but I do still like it. Like whenever it's very hot and I want to get ready, I reach out for this foundation. It's in a squeezy tube, so it's very easy to travel with as well. I really like the finish and the coverage it provides. The next foundation that is in the 8th place for me is the LA Girl Pro Matte High Definition Long Wear Foundation. This is a foundation that I usually use during the summer months, and I haven't used it so much during the winter months because again, it's a matte foundation, but it's not as matte as the L'Oreal Infallible foundation. This one looks like skin. It's sort of like a demi matte finish, but the coverage again is pretty good, just like the L'Oreal foundation, and you get 30 ml of product. And this one retails for, I think, around like 1,200 or something, but you can get it on a much better price on hokmakeup.com for almost like 870 rupees when they have a discount. And they have very good shade options in this for very deep skin tones as well, and pretty good undertones. So LA Girl always does a very good job with undertones, and I think like neutral undertones and warmer undertones, you can find a shade for yourself, and even I think even like pink undertones. And this one, I think all skin types can use it. Just because it's mentioned that it's a matte foundation doesn't mean you have to stay away from it. It's not very matte and dry and clingy on your skin. You still have to moisturize your skin really well, and I think even people with dry skin can still use this and wouldn't look a little too cakey or cling onto your dry patches or emphasize your texture. But it all lies with your skin prep, the amount of moisturizer you're going to use, and the products that go underneath the foundation. So this is a really good foundation if you guys were looking out for it. And I've also reviewed that foundation, so I'll link it in the description box below for you guys to check it out. And now the next foundation I'm going to be talking about is in the 7th place for me, and this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. Now this one I got the 15 ml one, and this was for around 1800 rupees, which was, I felt like, a good way to try out the foundation. The travel size of this doesn't have much shade options, I think just like 5 or 6 shades, but the full size of this foundation has a lot of shade options. And I feel like this foundation is just what it mentions. It's a stay in place makeup. It just stays in place the entire day. It doesn't move, it doesn't budge, it doesn't even transfer to any object again. It gives you that very good coverage, like sort of like high coverage, but without making your skin look cakey or dry. So this is again that foundation that I would recommend to all skin types. I have used this during the winter time where my skin can get slightly dry and it still looked really good. And this is a foundation that a lot of people use even during like their wedding times and during special occasions. It does have an SPF of 10 in it, but it doesn't have crazy flashback. It lasts through the test of humidity. It will stay in place and it won't budge. There's a reason that this foundation is raved about so much, and there's a reason why everybody loves this so much. I know that this travel size doesn't have that many shade options, but happen to go to an Estee Lauder counter and try out the foundation and find your right match and you like how it looks on your skin. Anytime you buy a foundation, wear it, walk around the mall for more than an hour and see how it looks on your skin, see if it's going to oxidize, and then buy it. And I feel like this foundation doesn't even oxidize that much, so if you find your right shade, it's your right shade, and this looks amazing on the skin. Now, if a foundation is going to oxidize on you or not is something that is completely dependent on your skin type. If it oxidizes on me, it's not necessarily the case with you, so you have to try out the foundations for that. And then the next foundation I'm going to be talking about is the LA Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Long Wear Illuminating Foundation. How many times have you guys heard me talk about this foundation? You should know that this is one of my favorite foundations, and that's why this happens to be in the 6th place for me. I've used up actually this much of this product, and the reason I love this foundation is to mix it in with more matte foundations or foundations that don't match my skin tone to the dot, because this is slightly darker shade for me. This is a very dewy foundation. It stands for the word illuminating. It looks very dewy on your skin, so if you have oily skin, you might want to stay away from this foundation. It would look a little too oily too fast, but I really love the way it looks on my skin on its own, but more so I love this as a mixing medium. I love to mix it in with my other foundations. Even though I'm of a normal skin type, I think this is the only foundation that I ever have to set with a powder, because it gets a little too dewy and it looks like you're sweating, so I have to set it especially around my T-zone and stuff like that. But nonetheless, a beautiful foundation, very good coverage, very good shade options, again a decent price range. They also have a white foundation if you want to lighten your dark foundations. And then the next foundation that I'm going to be talking about is something that I've been talking about for quite some time on my channel, and it's one product that I love for coverage. This is the Huda Beauty 4 Filter Foundation. I got this one in the shade 340G Baklava. This can be a slightly off undertone for me, like I don't find it to match my skin to the dot, but I can get it to work. And this one, you get 35 ml of product in this, which is a lot of product. Usually a foundation comes with just 30 ml, and this one was originally priced at like 2,900 something on Nykaa, and ever since like the year is passing by, they're just increasing the price, so it's like 3,200 or something like that right now. And the reason I like this is for coverage, so a little goes a long way. You just need to use one pump of this and you're good to go. It's very long lasting. I don't find my skin to like look sweaty or anything of that sort, but if you have oily skin type, I heard a lot of people mention that this doesn't last that long on their skin. If you have scars on your face, blemishes that you want to cover up, and pigmentation or anything that you want to mask up, this is the foundation you should be looking for. Do not use more than a pump. It would look cakey very fast, but this is the most ideal foundation for coverage. I like to use this foundation underneath my eyes and around my mouth more so like a concealer because of the coverage, and it just masks up everything and anything. You can't see anything underneath that. It's really good, but it's a very pigmented foundation, so you have to get your shade correct, because if you're going to get a lighter shade or a darker shade, it's super pigmented that it can look very contrasting on your skin. You can try it at any Nykaa counters. They have almost all the shades, and the shade range in this is really good again. Also, a point that I forgot to mention, this has a lot of fragrance to it. So if you're very sensitive to fragrance, do not buy this one. A lot of people mention that this one blocks their pores and then they break out because of that. So just keep in mind, if you have very sensitive skin, you should not be trying this one out. And then next foundation that I'm going to be talking about, which is in number 4 for me, is the PAC HD foundation. Now I have this one in the shade 2.5. This one retails for 850 rupees. I originally had the shade 2.3, which was a little bit too light for me, so I went ahead with the shade 2.5, and now I feel like I should go a shade up, probably 3, because I feel like this undertone is again a little bit off. It is slightly more neutral looking on my skin. Now this one is a very flawless looking foundation on your skin. So if you want something that is in an affordable price point and you want to use it on your wedding day, this is the foundation you should be trying out. It has no flashbacks, it doesn't look cakey on your skin, and I think this one suits all skin types. And the shade range is amazing in PAC Cosmetics. You can find a shade for yourself if you're of a very pale skin tone to a deep dark chocolate skin. So they've recently even expanded their shade range, so there are chances that you can definitely find a shade for yourself. And they have a PAC store in Bangalore if you guys were looking out to buy, and they do have stores in most major cities, I guess. This is the foundation that I love and I've used it so much. It doesn't emphasize the lines on my forehead that much when I wear this, even though it has sort of like a luminous finish to it. It's not very matte looking, but it's also not very dewy. It's right in between. It's like a beautiful blend. If you've not yet tried this foundation out, I think you should. It's high time you go ahead and try this one out. You'll be super impressed with this, and that's the reason it's at the number 4 for me. Now the next 3 foundations I'm going to be talking about are all in the high-end price range. Now the foundation at number 3 for me is something that I tried out recently and I fell back in love with it. I did try this out a few years ago and I was not impressed with it. It would have probably been the way my skin was prepped and the way it was applied that I didn't really like it, but when I applied it with a proper skin prep, I loved how this foundation looked on me. This is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. I'm in the shade NC42, like it's written right here. When I get a new foundation, I don't toss off the packaging just yet. I don't know why I keep it, like it's going to help me in the long run or something. This is what the packaging looks like. I just wish that this came with a pump. Some foundations here, like the Estee Lauder and the MAC, they don't come with a pump. Both are, MAC is owned by Estee Lauder, it's a parent company, and I guess they've decided not to invest in packaging that much. So like I mentioned, this doesn't come with a pump, so there are chances that you would spill more product than you would require. So just be wary of that. But this is a foundation that looks really nice on the skin. There's a reason a lot of people really love this. I really love how my skin looks with this. It's a little bit dewy, but not too much, not too cakey looking on my skin. It photographs really well. This is the foundation that, like I mentioned in the review video, wore on my wedding day. It looked really beautiful during the daytime. It was photographing really well. And I was very nervous about using this foundation, and I even told the makeup artist, like, can't you try using something else like a Too Faced or something, don't use MAC. And he was like, just trust me, you would love the coverage. Say way above medium coverage, but it wouldn't look cakey at all. And it was exactly that. So it covered up everything on my face but looked really flawless and photographed well, stayed in place throughout the day. So I had an outdoor wedding and it looked amazing. So if you already don't have it, I think I'm the last person to own this, but if you are someone who doesn't own this and you're like, should I buy it or not, I think you can go ahead and buy it. Go to a store and test it out and see if you like it for yourself and then buy it. Shade range is amazing. MAC is that one brand that again does no wrong with shade, and MAC foundations are so sought after, especially in India, because the undertone matches us pretty well. Like, they have pretty good undertones, and that's the reason I think a lot of people really like it, and a lot of makeup artists use it on brides, so there should be a reason for it. Even though it has an SPF of 15 in it, I don't think it has flashback, especially if you get your right shade and your undertones. So this would again suit all skin types in my opinion, irrespective of whatever skin type you are. It wouldn't look dry and cakey on your skin. And then the foundation that I recently discovered and started loving it, and it happens to be in the second place for me. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I got this one in the shade Praline. This one on Nykaa retails for 2,700 rupees, similar to the MAC price range, and they do have a lot of shade options in this as well. I'm not sure if you can find it in the Nykaa stores just yet, but I think eventually they would bring it in. And go to the store and try it out, because again the shade and the undertones can be a little bit off, but this one in the shade Praline is slightly a little bit dark for me, and it has a lot more brown undertones to it, but I can get this one to work. And I intentionally bought a shade darker because I have so many light foundations that I would like to mix this in with and try to make those work as well, because I bought those with my hard-earned money and I don't want to waste it. So this foundation again is medium to full coverage. Depends on how you want your coverage to be, but I like to keep it like slightly above medium coverage and not build it to full coverage, because this again has a slight dewy effect to your skin. So these kind of foundations, I don't like to build it up too much. It can emphasize the texture on your skin and all the things that you don't want to emphasize. And also because this is like the Born This Way range, I feel like it should look more like your skin than to cake it up. I really like how this foundation looks. It's not too matte, again not too dewy. It's a perfect blend, and this photographs really well. You can wear it during the night times and go under those white lights and not have that crazy white cast on your skin. And I think this would be particularly amazing for people with dry skin and normal skin types. I'm not very sure how people with oily skin would like this. Now the next foundation that is my absolute favorite foundation, that is in the #1 position for me, is something that you can't get easily in India. I'm not sure if they're going to come into India anytime soon, but if you do know any Instagram stores that can bring it in for you, you should definitely try it out. Now this is the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation. I got this one in the shade Valencia, and I feel like this shade matches me really well. And ever since I've got this is a foundation that I've used for every single special occasion that I wanted to. It looks beautiful. Amazing medium coverage, and especially during the winter months I loved using this foundation. It looks so beautiful. The undertone on this shade is really nice. I really like it. Doesn't look ashy, doesn't cake up on my skin, and I didn't have to set this one. Again, looks like my skin. This would again suit all skin types. I think a lot of people, even with very oily skin, really do love this. It has a little bit of a dewy finish on the skin, but it doesn't accentuate anything on my skin. This again would be very ideal for people with normal to dry skin. It has a very nice sleek packaging, very easy to travel with, comes with a pump. Lasting power is really good on this. No flashbacks, photographs beautifully, and you can blend this with a sponge or a brush, however you like it. So yeah, those were all the foundations that I've tried out and tested out and I really like. So there are some foundations that I haven't even mentioned in this video because I've not been reaching for it that much, or I don't really like it that much, so that's the reason I've not mentioned it at all. If I did happen to miss out the shade names of any of this, again, in the description box below. So yeah, do let me know what are your favorite foundations, at least your top 5. I am super curious to know, and if I don't have it, I would definitely want to go out and check it out. So yeah, don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.